What if I told you that the only thing standing between you and the life you dream of is the way you think? Have you ever felt like you're stuck, like your goals are just too big or completely out of reach? I've been there, and here's what I've learned. It's not about where you are right now, it's about how you think, how you plan, and how you execute. Today, we're going to unlock the secrets to thinking big, not just dreaming, but turning those dreams into something real, tangible, and impactful. I want to share with you the mindset that's helped me push past challenges, ignore the noise, and focus on creating solutions for the future. If you're ready to stop playing small and start building the life you've always imagined, this is your moment. Let me take you back for a second. I grew up in South Africa. It wasn't an easy childhood. There was bullying, personal challenges, and moments where it felt like the odds were against me. But I found something that kept me going: curiosity. I buried myself in books and in technology. By the age of 12, I taught myself how to code and created my first computer game. I didn't have a roadmap or someone to guide me. I just knew that the only way to move forward was to start, no matter how small. When I moved to the United States, I had this idea that it was the land of opportunity, and it is. But opportunity doesn't come to you. You have to chase it. When I started my first company, Zip2, it was hard work, long hours, and constant rejection. Later, with SpaceX and Tesla, it was even harder. SpaceX's first 3 rocket launches failed. Tesla was weeks away from bankruptcy at one point. Everyone told me I should give up. But here's the thing: failure isn't the end. It's a step. It's feedback. Every time we failed, we learned, we adjusted, and we got closer to success. Now SpaceX is helping humanity take its first steps toward becoming a multi-planetary species. Tesla has sparked a global shift to sustainable energy. Neuralink is exploring the next frontier of human potential, and the Boring Company is rethinking urban transportation. These things didn't happen because I played it safe. They happened because I thought big, embraced failure, and kept moving forward. So what does this mean for you? It means you can do the same. Think about your own life. What's the one big dream that excites you but also scares you? Write it down, make it real, and then take the first step, no matter how small. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect resources. You'll figure it out as you go. Just start. The future doesn't belong to people who play small. It belongs to those who dare to dream bigger, who question the limits, and who keep going when others would stop. You don't need permission to chase your goals. You just need the courage to take action. So, I'll leave you with this question. What kind of future do you want to create? Whatever it is, start today. Because the only limit to your success is how big you're willing to think. What truly sets me apart isn't just the companies I've built or the technologies we've developed. It's my willingness to embrace the impossible. I believe progress happens only when we dare to question the status quo and take on challenges others deem unattainable. Thinking big isn't just a mindset. It's what drives me to envision colonies on Mars or a future free from fossil fuels. It's not about being an entrepreneur. It's about being a leader who challenges humanity to reach its full potential by refusing to accept limitations. So let me ask you, what can we learn from someone who constantly takes on the impossible and wins? My journey invites you to look at your own challenges and ask yourself, am I dreaming big enough? Because the truth is, the world doesn't change with small ideas. And if my life proves anything, it's that with vision, courage, and resilience, even the impossible can be achieved. Behind everything I've accomplished are a few principles that define how I think and act. These are the same principles that can help you achieve the impossible too. Set audacious goals, embrace failure, and execute relentlessly. Let's break those down. The first principle is set audacious goals. I never focus on what's easy or conventional. Instead, I ask myself, what can truly change the world? This mindset is what led me to create SpaceX and the vision of colonizing Mars. While others saw space travel as something limited to government agencies or low Earth orbit, I saw an opportunity to make humanity multiplanetary. I firmly believe that the long-term survival of our species depends on this. Goals like these aren't just ambitious, they inspire others to dream just as big. The second principle is embrace failure. For me, failure isn't just a possibility. It's a necessary step in the process of success. Take SpaceX, for example. Our first 3 rocket launches failed, costing us enormous amounts of money and bringing the company to the brink of collapse. Most people would have given up, but I didn't. Instead, I invested every penny I had into the fourth launch. That launch succeeded and became the turning point for SpaceX. To me, every failure is a lesson. It's simply feedback that brings us closer to the ultimate goal. Another example of embracing failure is the development of SpaceX's reusable rockets. It took countless attempts and many explosions to perfect the process, but I never saw those failures as defeats. Instead, I saw them as opportunities to refine the technology. This perspective is something we can all apply, whether in business, personal growth, or any other area of life. The third principle is relentless execution. Thinking big is just the beginning. You also have to act. At Tesla, for instance, electric cars were once seen as impractical, niche products. We started small with the Roadster, a sports car designed for a specific audience, and reinvested the profits to create more affordable models like the Model S and eventually the Model 3. Today, Tesla isn't just an automaker. It's a leader in a global shift towards sustainable energy. The lesson here is that small, consistent steps can lead to massive outcomes. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking action, learning along the way, and adapting as you move forward. If there's one thing I want you to take away from this, it's this. You don't have to be extraordinary to do extraordinary things. You just need to dream big, embrace failure, and commit to action. So I'll ask you again, are you dreaming big enough? This relentless approach to execution is what makes me effective. I don't wait for perfect conditions or ready-made solutions. Instead, I start with what's available and continuously improve. Every small step, every bit of progress, is like laying a brick in the construction of something grand. This practical, results-driven vision is proof that even the biggest dreams require concrete actions to become reality. When you combine the three pillars, setting audacious goals, embracing failure, and relentless execution, you have the formula that defines my mindset. It's not enough to imagine a better future. You have to act decisively to build it, learn from the challenges, and inspire others to do the same. What can we learn from this? Perhaps it's time to ask yourself, are you aiming high enough in your life? Are you willing to learn from failure and act with determination to achieve your goals? Thinking big isn't just a choice, it's a commitment to unlocking your fullest potential. So let's reflect on those principles. Adopt the mindset of thinking big, accepting setbacks, and acting courageously. Because as I've shown time and time again, the impossible is just another obstacle waiting to be overcome. Now imagine if you could transform your life by adopting this mindset. Think for a moment. What's your big dream? What's holding you back? Too often we set our goals aside because they seem distant or unattainable. But the secret isn't to avoid the impossible, it's to face it head-on with courage, strategy, and persistence. Let's explore how to apply these principles practically and transformatively. The first step is to define an audacious goal. What's that one goal that makes your heart race but feels impossible right now? Maybe it's starting your own business, switching careers, or creating something revolutionary. Whatever it is, your goal needs to resonate deeply with your values and aspirations. For me, colonizing Mars wasn't just a fantasy, it was a necessity for humanity's long-term survival. And while you may not be planning to explore another planet, your goal should be big enough to inspire you to step out of your comfort zone. Once you've defined your big dream, the next step is to break it into smaller, achievable steps. SpaceX wasn't built overnight. It started with small experiments, learning from every failure and adjusting along the way. The same principle applies to your life. If your dream feels massive, break it down. For instance, if you want to start a business, begin by studying the market, creating a basic business plan, or testing your idea with a pilot project. Small, consistent progress creates the path to big achievements. Finally, adopt a learning mindset. This means being willing to fail, learning from your mistakes, and moving forward. Think about SpaceX's first rockets, which exploded before we achieved success. I didn't give up. I treated each failure as a lesson. You can do the same. Instead of fearing mistakes, ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I use this experience to improve? Failure isn't the end. It's a step on the path to success. It's important to shift your mindset and start seeing challenges as opportunities. Most people avoid difficult situations because they're afraid of failure. But the truth is, the biggest breakthroughs often come from those moments of discomfort. Ask yourself, am I choosing the safe path just because it feels easier? If the answer is yes, it might be time to rethink your approach and start pursuing what truly matters, even if it feels risky. You don't have to do it alone. Surround yourself with people who share your vision or can support you along the way. I don't work in isolation. I've built teams that believe in my ideas and bring complementary skills to the table. Similarly, find mentors, partners, or communities that encourage you and help you grow. Big dreams are rarely achieved alone, but most importantly, act. Thinking big is crucial, but without action, your dreams will remain ideas. Don't wait for perfect conditions or ideal resources. Start with what you have right now and adjust as you go. Remember my motto: think big, but act now. Every small step brings you closer to your goal. So, what are you waiting for? What's your big dream? Identify what's holding you back, create a plan, embrace the challenges, and move forward with determination. As I've proven, the impossible isn't an obstacle. It's an opportunity to think big and reshape your reality. If I can reach for the stars, what's stopping you from achieving your dreams? Take Sarah Blakely, for example, the founder of Spanx. Before building her billion-dollar empire, she was selling fax machines and faced constant rejection. Her big idea? A simple problem. She wanted undergarments that were both comfortable and seamless. Determined to bring her idea to life, she invested her savings, researched fabrics, and spent months developing her prototype, alone. Like me, Sarah started with a bold vision. She didn't just want to create a product, she wanted to revolutionize an industry. Despite having no experience or connections, she persisted. After hearing no from countless manufacturers, she finally found a small factory that believed in her idea. With courage and determination, she launched Spanx, which became an instant success. Today, Sarah is recognized as the first self-made female billionaire by Forbes, a living example that dreaming big and acting with purpose can change lives. Sarah's story connects directly to the mindset I follow. Both of us faced enormous challenges and frequent rejection, but we refused to give up on our vision. Whether it's rockets and electric cars or seamless undergarments, the secret to success lies in turning everyday problems into revolutionary opportunities. Big thinking paired with practical solutions can truly change the world. These stories remind us that success doesn't rely solely on financial resources or privileged networks. What connects Sarah and me is the ability to transform challenges into goals and failures into learning opportunities. More importantly, we both started small, took consistent steps forward, and believed in the potential of our ideas, even when no one else did. If there's one thing these stories teach us, it's that everyone has the potential to think big and act in extraordinary ways. Like Sarah and myself, you can turn difficulties and ideas into something transformative. The difference between a dream and an achievement is the courage to act even when uncertainty surrounds you. The only limit to your success is the size of your dreams and how far you're willing to go to think big. Today, you have the opportunity to transform your life by taking the first step towards something that truly matters. Don't let fear or doubt hold you back. As I and so many others have proven, everything starts with a bold idea and the courage to pursue it. Here's your challenge. Write down that big goal that scares you but also excites you, something you know deep down could transform your life. Start small. Take that first step, no matter how insignificant it seems, but commit to not stopping until you've made it happen. Remember, the impossible is only impossible until someone proves otherwise. Let that person be you. If this message inspired you, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Every interaction helps this community grow and spread even more motivation. Together, we can think big and achieve the extraordinary.